of bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. I'll get you up and going out of bed.
Okay. Hello everybody, it's Noah here, and welcome back to my channel. Woohoo! 4 videos! Such a popular channel, such a popular channel. Before we begin, I just wanted to say, feel free to subscribe if you're new because I need one more subscriber till 40, and 40? Like, okay, that's a lot of people. So if you happen to be watching this and there's still 39, why not be the 40th? Anyway, welcome back. So, in today's video, I wanted to be discussing the fact that it's summer now, and in summer, well, it can get a little boring, especially because we're in the so there's not a ton of things that we can do. Now, one thing that I love to do, even if there wasn't happening right now, I'd still be watching movies, and you maybe would be too. But I thought, why don't I use my knowledge of movies to give you some fun things to watch this summer. Okay, so for the movies, I tried to categorize them to some extent, but that didn't end up working out that well. So for this, they're just kind of all over the place. The only category that is overarching is that they're all PG-13. Like, I didn't even know that they'd all be PG-13, but apparently they all are, so. The first movie I'm going to be talking about is Knives Out. Knives Out is a murder mystery set around this eccentric, wonderful house, and this old man who writes murder mysteries dies, which is considered to be a suicide. However, his entire family was staying there, and they each have their own motives. It takes place modern day, but the set looks like it could be really any time. However, they do have like laptops and iPhones. It's PG-13, so if you're not allowed to watch those, I don't know. It's not the most family friendly, so it's not like a watch with little kids type of movie, but it's pretty good. Oh, Knives Out is very good. It has a pretty incredible cast. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. Chris Evans is in it. And Chris Evans is pretty cool. Just ignore the Justice League back there. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. I swear. I swear. So if you are into suspenseful murder mysteries, I would definitely recommend Knives Out. The next movie I'm recommending is Jojo Rabbit, another PG-13 movie. Jojo Rabbit follows the story of Jojo, a boy in World War II. He's 10 years old and wants to be a nun. I'm gonna keep bleeping over that word because I don't know if YouTube wants you to say it. Oh, but you know what I'm talking about. You can look up Jojo. But it's a Taika Waititi film and it's very good. The little boy's imaginary friend is again, bleeping that out, but you know what I'm talking about. Jojo and his friend Yorkie go to a camp to train, and it's very good. Jojo thinks he is so patriotic and German, and until he discovers that his mom, played by Scarlett Johansson, actually has a Jew in their house. Jojo is surprised to realize that she doesn't have horns and she doesn't seem that mean. It's considered a comedy, but it's also very dramatic and sad, and I'd watch it with caution, but it is a very good movie, PG-13. That is Jojo Rabbit. Next movie I'm recommending is a tennis movie. It feels good for summer. This shirt seems like something out of that movie. I feel like someone in this movie would wear it. But I'm, of course, talking about Battle of the Sexes. It is rated PG-13 and follows the story of Billie Jean King, the tennis star. Billie Jean and the other women's tennis players are getting paid less than the men, even though they're drawing out the same amount of crowds. So, instead of going on in that tournament where they're getting paid significantly less, they decide to create their own tournament. The publicity is great, and that sparks the attention of another tennis player, Bobby Riggs. Bobby Riggs is under the impression that men are better than women, especially at tennis. So he challenges the greatest female tennis player at the time, Billie Jean King. Billie Jean King is played by Emma Stone and Bobby Riggs by Steve Carell, and it's a great movie. However, Billie Jean King is a huge public figure at the time, but has a little secret. She and her hairdresser developed some feelings, but if the news got out that Billie Jean King was with a woman, well, that wouldn't end very well, especially because she's married and has a husband. Her husband is so sweet and understanding though, it's really cute. But it's a great movie to check out if you're interested in sports or if you're interested in the love story, the time period. It takes place in the very early 70s, so the fashion is just transitioning from the 60s to 70s, and it's super cool. So I totally recommend watching it. It is very good. The next movie I'm going to recommend is arguably the best DC movie I've ever seen. I think you might know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, I'm talking about Shazam. Shazam follows the story of Billy Batson, a boy who, when he says Shazam, turns into a grown man with superpowers. With the help of his foster sibling named Freddy, he learns what he can do with his new superpowers. It's not like your traditional DC superhero movie. It's actually cute and relatable and has a lot less action and fighting than most, and a better focus on family. It's really funny and takes place around Christmas, so I guess it could be a Christmas winter movie, but I feel like for summer it's still pretty good for the summer movie recommendations. With Jack Dylan Grazer and Asher Angel as the two main boys, and Zachary Levi as Shazam, well, you gotta love it. Shazam is also rated PG-13. We've got a lot of PG-13 movies on this list. I just want to say that it is PG-13, but this movie is definitely a family movie. It's rated that because it's a superhero one, so it has to be, but that's definitely a family one. The others are maybe teenagers and adults, but this one is definitely for the whole family. It's very cute and a feel-good movie, and I would recommend checking it out and maybe watching it with your family because it is, well, a movie about family. And it talks about how family isn't always related to you, and you can find family in unexpected places. The last movie that I'm going to be talking about isn't actually a movie, and it wasn't even intended to be on this list, but I just watched it yesterday with my friend Homo Avery, and I'm talking about the Broadway musical, Hamilton. The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther, working a lot harder, but being a self-starter by 14. He's after me cause I'm a scholar sister that I'll bring the status. I have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza, now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica, he was right, he will never be satisfied. Sorry, but I just had to rock out to Hamilton. It's now on Disney Plus, and I don't have Disney Plus, but I was able to watch it at a friend's house. Cause I'm not really rich enough to have Disney Plus and Netflix at the same time. I mean, maybe I'd get it, I don't right now. So try to find someone to watch it with, but if you have Disney Plus, I would definitely recommend watching it. It was so good. I mean, I had no doubt that it was good, but I've never seen it on Broadway. The only Broadway show that I've ever seen is Wicked. By the way, it's so good. So it was really nice to like have a Broadway experience that was a little bit more elevated than the slime tutorials. Who? Slime tutorials? Me. No, But Broadway is an expensive thing to get into, and if you're like me and don't have a ton of money, watching Hamilton on Disney Plus is a great way, or watching it with someone who has it. So, that is Hamilton. It is PG-13 on there. What is it with everything being PG-13? Is it just like the new standard is just everything PG-13? I don't know. But it is very good. Very good. Eliza was really nice. So that is it for my summer movie recommendations. If you want more media recommendations like books or TV shows, maybe more movies, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more media this summer. So if you would like me to make another one, give this a like. The comments were disabled on the last video, which is such a shame. I don't know why they got disabled, but if they're disabled again, just give it a like and know that they'll come back at some point. They're just gone. YouTube likes to do that. I don't really know why. Give it a like. See you next week with another video. Love you. Bye.